Minister of Police, Mr. Senzo Mchunu.
The Political Killings Task Team was disbanded through a directive issued by Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on the 31st of December 2024. A few months later, in July 2025, KZN Top Cop Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi would hold a media briefing which would shake the nation. Mkhwanazi, who appeared dressed for war, alleged that the PKTT was disbanded after it closed in on alleged criminal syndicates that were allegedly being shielded by Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, high-ranking SAPS officials, and he even roped in the judiciary.
But I understand that at this present moment, the war that we are facing is so serious that it deals with high-level senior officers within the criminal justice system. Therefore, it is important for us to go into a combat mode. It is important for me to make sure that I take on the enemy directly.
The allegations raise calls for the president to act on the alleged compromise in the criminal justice system that not only threatens national security, but also impedes on the overall rule of law. President Cyril Ramaphosa placed Kunu on a leave of absence and set up a commission of inquiry, now known as the Madlanga Commission, to investigate the allegations.
So help me God.
KZN Top Cop Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi was the first witness on the stand who laid down the allegations and made it clear that several witnesses would come forward to give weight to his claims. And so it began. Top Cop General Canny Maphanga took to the stand and affirmed that the decision to disband the PKTT was a surprise to all, and it was allegedly not informed by consultation.
At no point during our interaction did the minister indicate any intention to disband the PKTT, let alone immediately or express concerns about its operations.
SAPS legal head Major General Petronella van Rooyen would echo similar sentiments and affirm Mkhwanazi's contention that Kunu was not legally empowered to take such a decision.
From a regulatory standpoint and based on the legislative excursus detailed above, I am of a view that the decision to disband the PKTT as a task team lay within the exclusive authority of a national commissioner, and that the minister did not have the legislative authority to disband the PKTT.
Crime Intelligence Head, Lieutenant General Dumsani Khumalo, would open up his vault of investigations, which would reveal that alleged criminal cartel members, namely Katiso Katie Molefe and Vusimuzi Kat Matlala, had allegedly infiltrated the criminal justice system and allegedly enjoyed undue influence over key figures. The revelations emanated from WhatsApp exchanges extracted from Matlala's phone.
Communication between Mr. Vusimuzi Matlala and Mr. Brown Mkhwanazi, who is a businessman linked to several SAPS officials, and he appears to have been involved in funding activities for the Minister of Police within the ANC.
Brown Mkhwanazi, the central figure in the alleged link between the underworld and Kunu, however, appeared before the commission and attempted to reduce his interactions with Matlala to the so-called world of intelligence, a version which runs the risk of being rendered implausible after Mkhwanazi admitted to lying under oath in furtherance of his duties as a so-called agent.
I want to suggest to you, Mr. Mkhwanazi, and hopefully, and depending on the answer that you give, this is the last point I'm making at this stage. I want to suggest to you that an oath is meaningless to you, and I have no reason to believe that the one you took before us here means anything to you. Do you want to comment on that?
No comment, Commissioner.
Mkhwanazi is alleged to be the middleman for Kunu and the alleged criminal syndicates, a proposition the latter has rejected in his version.
I do want to indicate that through all those positions, that public positions that I have had the privilege to occupy, from MEC, Premier, ministerial positions, I have never been accused of corruption.
The commission, which is tasked with investigating allegations of criminality, political interference and corruption in the criminal justice system, has not only been centered on the possible motivation behind the decision to disband the PKTT, but has seen the hearings extend to dark allegations of criminality in the Metro Police, the judiciary and the Hawks, with much more expected, as dozens of witnesses are set to appear before the probe over the next few months. Canny Maphanga, SABC News, Johannesburg.